Welcome to Dungeon Master, where we take you into my computer because it has something wrong with it, and I need your help as a team to pause at Dungeon Master Level 10, which is called Home Computer Editing. And so we go unto the movie files of them all down at the bottom, and we follow the cursor. Why does it move? If I tell it to move right, it moves right. If I tell it to move left, it moves right. And if I tell it to move center, it goes down here to Safari, which is not what I wanted to run, because I would rather be always running Chrome. But that's not what I needed either. I need to do that only so bootleg copies of Dungeon Master will be sold across the internet. And here we approach editing on the internet. By the way, what's in that suitcase? Had you just set that down and leave it by itself at the airport? I hope not, because you won't get past customs and immediate responsibility would be shown by everyone that wants to keep their society peaceful at the airport. Why, the airport is a trusted institution that can be decent to all humanity, and really is. The fact that I've only been in an airport once is probably not true, but that once, yeah. Dungeon Master was very confused at his last consortium to the Galapagos Islands. So apparently he looked at this footage as though it was not his footage at all, but someone else's. That I see nothing in the camera that would be a film I edited on my own. It means someone else was editing on my computer, which is okay, because I've seen those pictures from somewhere. Anyways, there was this whole thing later on about... And then Dungeon Master pauses. I don't remember putting the scenes in a movie. Is this a movie? That was when Aaron walked in the room. Dungy, is this a movie, dude? That we already recorded? Because it looks pretty cool. Sounds like the original Poor White Trash sequence from... That's only the fifth one or the third one? There are only 5. How did I not see those clips? I'll look at them later. Anyway, you go ahead. What are you doing? I am composing the music in the background with a little help from Mike Nelson from Forward, who says we're going to get trumped on this season for any mistake we make about being with the wrong woman, and unless she's okay with us, which your lady probably is if you still cast her in movies, then we'll be all right. Dungeon Master plunges down the timeline. Aaron has left the room in a completely exasperated state. Dungeon Master notices something over in the corner. What is that? Is that the Maltese Falcon? What's sitting next to him? Is it a thundercloud? We must consult the urn that holds Ravi Shankar's ashes for this one, which is all we have left from the Cannes Film Festival, and they said New York and Sundance chipped in on it, but we all know something else about the planet, because this was the very urn that Ravi Shankar's ashes were put in. Although they say he's still alive in a different form, that's not me, because that's a Dungeon Master trophy we're all gonna earn a drink from, because it once had ashes of Ravi Shankar. We know they're going to be thick and full of weed. Yeah, a little less potent than Louis Armstrong's ashes, I should say. But they knew I was going to drink out of it and absorb this superpower so random that I would go back to the computer and start editing without even noticing that the ghost of Ravi Shankar is possessing us all.
Trapped in the red trees.
We must go to the end of the film where there's no... Why do I keep... Who did this? This is cool. Is there really all this music out here? I can't see anything in that picture. It's like... That's weird. It shows up on that one. But not on that one, dude. That's fucking cool. I don't know how I got the split screen effects going, but... Dungy!
What are you doing here, Aaron? I told you never to watch this part of the movie. It was like you added effects to a film that you never saw.
I see it again. Now we see it from the other angle and no one sees it. But do they see what they don't see when they see what they don't see?
Somehow I'll look it up and then up top
What is she talking about? Is she talking about how to play a guitar again? Where is this video source file? Those are my cousins, man. They're cool. Yeah. Anyway, I wouldn't need it. But anyway, man, dude, you guys don't even understand. Nobody made this movie because, I think AI made this movie, actually. This movie was made by AI, excuse me, and I'm not talking about that artificial intelligence stuff. I'm talking about artificial intelligence by Steven Spielberg, because that's the movie that all movies are trying to remake, but they're using artificial intelligence, the movie techniques, to remake artificial intelligence. And it's actually artificial intelligence that they're using in artificial intelligence to show what artificial intelligence is, which is being controlled in a full circle loop by artificial intelligence. And that Steven Spielberg will deny artificial intelligence made the movie, and that he invented artificial intelligence is not something he would deny is totally true.
I understand that. But where is this music coming from? And who's singing this? Certainly this can't be the poor white trash collection that we once had. But if you say it is, I say it is. Let's skip on down the track. Where was I? I don't think that last shake-up battle we had with Roaster was a little fluid, don't you think? Oh, Aaron has left the group to go somewhere else to look for his lost CDs. And I'm thumbing through his information to say, this is stuff I've never seen. This is like a concert we recorded without me knowing about it. And to prove it, that doesn't even look like it's from Vagabond Prince. And it looks like there's someone else sitting there recording it. This is getting... Hang on. Back up. What's he singing? I've never done anything a cappella. Who isolated these tracks? Well, just between you and me, audience, if we can get a focus on this. It looks like... Is that... I can't make it out. No, it's just... Yeah, it's like that scene from Rear Window, except he's in the closet, but not. Well, let's skip down here. Here we have an artifact from ancient Irina, which is really Madagascar's companion to Bodego. And where was I when they fucking shot this footage? I mean, excuse me, I'm not trying to cuss. But was I even in the room? Or was this Aaron's trickery to pull a whole CD on me without having delivered except a different one? Where was this even analyzed and calculated? And who gives me the right to sing without a guitar? Is it that country song? I forbid you to sing country unless you got some really cool. Why is it going the other way? My computer's possessed. That you do, and you do so much. Come on. Oh, so it's clinging on this moment. Technical difficulties. So let's see what the final frame says, because I'm curious about something. How could this be even an album?
Hello, everybody.
Oh yeah, this
Welcome to tonight's Orchard Avenue Porch Concert. Orchard Avenue. Are you ready?
This I remember.
It was nighttime, and we were drinking.
And so we have seen the Enchantress in her many forms, and his sisters are among them in the world of confusion, and that is not me trying to talk over you, just to tell you my phone was getting terrible service a minute ago.
Let me see. If I could get closer out here, there's a spot that you can actually get service. Go to nakedwines.com. Voted number one.
I'm not even listening. They're too cool for me. Hang on. That was the cool channel. Now we must return to the Nerds with Guitar channel. No, I'm kidding. Someone please find me an edit splice for this. Meanwhile, I'll be checking out what these other things are down here. Now, this is why it was showing a different window and a different frame in the other movie that was going on recently. But the other movie that was going on recently was actually the 5th part of this movie, and why I like making movies in parts is because you can make more sequels than Saw with a horror film if you make all 10 parts at once. Alright. This is interesting because this music fits with the music we have on the background. Now, if we all ask together if we can have Mike Nelson's music in this movie, say yes, or have we disrepaired our engagement? He says yes, we can use it, or he would have stopped it online, but you're cool? Well, if you're at home with the online version, I don't like how this closet's looking so different than this closet, which is the closet it's based on, and you will be terrified to see that they're nothing like each other's closets. And then I still have Fellini's 8.5 as a tribute to how many times I've moved and had to rebuy Fellini's 8.5. This down here reminds me of why this gauge is up here. That isn't a reflection of me, that's me and Aaron. We're in a band together. Only these aren't songs I released. These are somewhere in some kind of hatch or somewhere that sound you can't even hear. But the thing is that's not because it's being overshadowed, but that it's been re-edited, and somehow no AI has gotten a hold of it to separate it from the sound from the mass sound, which was one of the options I lose on AI now that I fought so hard against it. But I'm glad because it makes my sound options much more personalized, which only a director like Robert Altman could do. Seems to last forever now. Spaceship in time will just save the paradigm. We'll go all floating from our heads. We turn our heads from this particular project to see why it is we're getting an interesting feeling about this next one, because I realize that soon the bard from the tavern is going to be here to play along with some of this music on the radio, or where are we hearing this? The Seattle Link? The very epic CD of Forward Themselves? And this is a piano It's so beautiful. But can we catch a title like this? Because now we have a dragnet. A further time. And the phone was bleeping out again. So now we don't know what track we're on. Excuse me, Dungeon Master.
Round nothing.
That's a cough, man. You get stoned back there or what?
Part of the plan.
Hey man, I need a spliff in the control booth, dude. Yeah, these controls are cumbersome on these home movie master tapes. Are your home movies all about a phone within a phone within a phone within a phone? Well, guess what? F you. I'm using my phone to film this. And I'm using my YouTube Master Control film to film this. And it's the same as my old phone, except now it beams into YouTube even slower because they gotta check it for music loops. Alright, well, I'm listening to this. Match up with this Mozart
shit. Making so many years. See me pay.
What is this, a Broadway musical? I don't want to do
You
this.
may not agree that there's seconds left to be just where we had.
No wonder Mark was writing so much dark stuff. This sounds darker than Kierkegaard with a yardstick.
And repairs the hole in my soul. You know we.
Now, how this old video got with the new videos makes no sense, because it's not even for the Greatest Hits album, and yet it's a Greatest Hits video that was re-recorded for a re-recording. And here I doubt no longer exists the shadow of the ancient scroll that was to come to wander in the phase of yesteryear upon the maze, and who could feature all across the entity was on the boss. And even if we cannot toss the thing we once is lost. At least he's happy about getting stoned now. At least getting stoned actually got him out of his cumbersome state of self-awareness and anxiety. But if you can't have self-awareness without anxiety, then is it really self-awareness at all?
It slows down, that's race slowing out of that daunting pace.
Is this one of those videos where nothing happens and you're staring into a void screen? Because I don't know. Where's the movie? We gotta go back to the edits over here. Somewhere, I don't know where these steamroller evidences are, but this computer's editing things on its own without AI. Let's go up here. What is new event? New event? I thought we were on new event number like 50. How did we get to the bottom of the menu? And what is this? If there's anything left in this file, this file has been vaulted. That's good, but what about this? Vaulted. I'm looking around, suddenly realizing that we went down the other way. We didn't go up, because this wasn't even till... Yeah, what is that? Bipolar in Quarantine 2 has already been vaulted? That means the movie's on iTunes? Do we even have iTunes? If we zoom in, we might catch one of these flicks already edited. That iTunes even came up is because this is a Mac. Now, you're not supposed to look at these songs that I have on this list, because they're soundtrack cues I don't necessarily have permission for. And if this gets the whole system banned, I'm going to try something anyway. I'm going to try going to the video section, if I can find it. Which really isn't looking healthy. I'm going to have to play something else Why does this have books and not movies? Who are these people? I cannot find where the hidden there is something. But that goes back to the very list you can't cancel. All right, we're going to the antacid zone.
Session 1.
This is my first band before I became the bard of Dungeon Master. And they will play a song, and I will light one up right after this is over. Because that means the antacids is already available on iTunes. But what I'd really like to say is my movie's all out there on iTunes. I'm just not sure how to get to it because my computer's so old and moldy from the last 5 million years of crunching time. And now I'm the bard of the tavern.
A focus on the only thing that's real.
There was a lass who came my way. Maybe she was faking, but I hated just to say you would take me to the place that I would never want to go. Simply illustrate what it is I should really know, 'cause I am so surfaced out I could not feel the pain inside. When you said you were dungeon master and you would be my new guide, and I said that is not the half of it, 'cause I don't know the way, and if Princess Fairy helps me, then I'll save you all today. 'Cause you know it's Melky or the dragon puffing up the north. And in the hills of Isengard we have already come forth. We have looked around for things we cannot find much, and there it was to be, the emptiness that left me out in disrepair. And if your generosity could be plunged left to think that I could ever be there when you're gone. That is Dungeon Master Riff 1. That is though we have music playing in the background, and in the foreground, and in the midground. That is matching up, I don't know how they do that. They flip a card like a cat. Maybe you just level up to level 43. I can see that you're feeling guilty, playing role-playing games all day. But if you're like me, you'd rather be playing role-playing games than doing anything. 'Cause I don't get work done and I don't give a heck, 'cause that is so amazing how I get wrecked by my video game. By my video games. So if you were trapped in a dungeon maze and you didn't have my video praise, you wouldn't get out alive. All you would do is sit there and cry. 'Cause you gotta need me with you, friend. It's all about the end of things between us never comes. In the frosty ice of hours was a mighty muss of ours, was the patriotic code of mine. If you think I'm really able to commit an act of plain fable, that is where I am in a fable now. Whatever world is calling soon, and every world so case you mind for spice, cross off, don't go there.
Okay, cool.
I'd rather go to Alderaan and make everything that went wrong not seem like my fault fucking out at all. 'Cause if I can see the future, I'd be in Alderaan back on my ride. The speed inside my car would be a pod racer faster than yours. 'Cause I bet they know Alderaan is maybe nothing in the prequels, but it's in the one that's not explained. Just kidding. Alright, here we go. Let's play. We can turn another day. We're in a tavern ready to go. I'll see you cleverly aware. I'll see you smash that up between the rails. Down the chimney, light make me think that it's alright, 'cause it's not what you talk about at all. So there is a shift of deals that wanders in the ultra fields, and we're to make it feeling after all. We're almost just out of prayers, and one more thing we have to share is nothing's gonna happen bad at all. Until the next level, see you, Dungeon Masters.